Today, Governor Jared Polis and Lieutenant Governor Diane Primavera will be sworn in at the state capitol. 90's reporter Courtney Yoon joins us live from outside the Capitol this morning. And Courtney, we are just hours from that ceremony happening.
Yeah, that's right. Good morning, Jordan and Corey. In just a few hours, the inauguration of the Colorado's governor and lieutenant governor will begin here at the Capitol. There will be live streaming and public viewing for those people who want to see it happen live. It all starts at 10:30 this morning, and there will be 3 choirs performing during the program, including the Denver Gay Men's Chorus, Out Loud Colorado Springs Men's Chorus, as well as Terrell Martin and the C2 Mass Choir. The new state legislative session also began here yesterday at the Capitol. Democrats control 69 of the state's 100 seats, the biggest majority they've ever had. On the opening day, Democrats made it clear gun control is their top priority, despite objections from Republicans.
Our efforts to reduce gun violence this session will focus on expanding how and when a red flag petition can be filed so that more key moments can be acted upon to interrupt potential acts of violence.
We'll make sure that the safety of Coloradoans is number one. However, we also are not willing to sacrifice the Second Amendment God-given rights of our citizens.
And travelers can expect a lot of road closures around the Capitol today. If you're heading around this area, I can tell you already the roads are blocked. And from what we've seen, it's already causing some issues, people going the wrong way down on 13th. So just be aware of that if you are headed down towards the Capitol this morning, that there's a ton of road closures and detours. Later on tonight, Governor Polis is having an inauguration party at the Mission Ballroom. The performers there include Carly Rae Jepsen, Belinda Carlisle, and They Might Be Giants.
Oh, yes, and we've already been warming up our vocal pipes. Maybe we'll have to make an unexpected guest appearance there with Carly Rae Jepsen. What do you say, Courtney?
I think you can, Jordan. I feel like you would be really good at that.
I don't feel like I'd be good at it, but I feel like I would do it anyway. All right, Courtney, thank you very much. One of the country's best-known gun control advocates says she's going to step down from Moms Demand Action this year. Shannon Watts, who's from Colorado, founded the group after the Sandy Hook shooting. In the decade since, the group's volunteers have packed public meetings and held vigils for communities torn apart by shootings. Moms Demand Action has also gone up against the National Rifle Association. Watts tweeted yesterday, "It is time for other women to lead this group." The Washington Post reports Watts has been encouraged to run for office, but she has not made a decision just yet. Right now, police in Denver are looking for the person who shot 4 people near Union Station. It happened early yesterday morning at the intersection of 18th and Blake. Police haven't said what led up to the shootings or if anyone was specifically targeted. Juanez Francisco was one of the people shot. He tells us he had been drinking, decided to sleep in his car, and he had only been in the car for about a half an hour when it happened.
I was in the front seat right here, yes. In the front seat like that. Like this, probably. It just clipped my shoulder in the back. I am very incredibly grateful that I am living and that, onto better things.
Wow, scary situation. We don't know anything about the 3 other victims. Police say they don't have anyone in custody and have not released any information about a possible suspect. Police now say a hit and run that left 4 people seriously hurt was intentional. This happened at 18th and Wazee on Saturday night right near Union Station. The 4 people were all taken to the hospital and are expected to be okay, we're told. Police have not said what leads investigators to believe that it was intentional, but it is being treated as an assault. So far, they have not released a description of the suspect or the vehicle involved. The district attorney in Colorado Springs wants to add 12 new charges against the Club Q shooting suspect. Investigators say the suspect killed 5 people at the LGBTQ+ club in November. Now the DA wants to add charges tied to 2 more victims, including attempted murder, attempted assault, and bias-motivated crimes. If it's approved, the suspect could face a total of 317 counts. Club Q is still closed, but staff say that they do plan to reopen sometime this year. Well, after 3 weeks of searching, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of stolen art is back where it's supposed to be. Investigators found it in a hotel room in Lakewood alongside guns and drugs. And it turns out this art thief may not have even known what he had. 9 News reporter Mark Salinger explains.
On paper, it could be the plotline of a new Hollywood movie. Drugs, guns, and nearly $500,000 worth of stolen art found in a hotel room. The final scene for this real-life blockbuster? The Home 2 Suites in Lakewood.
The information was that the stolen art was in Lakewood. We had some other information about some other criminal stuff going on, and so we contacted Lakewood PD.
Boulder Police Deputy Chief Stephen Redfern and his officers investigated the heist. Well, actually, it turned out to be a guy breaking into cars outside of Fairfield Inn and Suites in Boulder. Our alleged thief, 31-year-old Brandon Camacho Levine, may not be the kind of criminal the writers in Los Angeles usually come up with. In fact, investigators don't even think he was targeting the art when he broke into a truck while the expensive pieces were being shipped across the country.
We're not even sure the person really understood the value of what they'd stolen. I was told initially that when we took the report, they estimated the value of the stolen art to be around $400,000.
Camacho Levine was at the hotel in Lakewood this weekend. His arrest affidavit shows he had guns, 2,000 fentanyl pills, and that valuable art when a group of people came to the room. Turns out one of them decided they'd be the hero in this real-life script, reaching out to police when they recognized the art.
This person just basically said, hey, I know about this stolen art. I can tell you where it is. You probably want to come down here because there's other stuff going on too.
Police showed up soon after and found everything.
We were making dinner and it became a little dance party.
Colleen Fanning is the art advisor to the owners of the valuable paintings. She knew it was a race to find the art before it was sold or destroyed.
Everybody was aware, do not touch these paintings.
A happy ending to a very real crime.
The art appeared to be in very good shape, and in fact, I believe it was essentially in the same condition it was when it was stolen.
In Lakewood, I'm Mark Salinger, 9 News.
Well, glad it's back where it's supposed to be. As soon as that art was stolen, Colleen started reaching out to every auction house, big and small, across the U.S. Galleries helped get the word out that these works were stolen and should not be sold if they happen to make their way to an auction floor.
Well, you know, we're in the 50s today and then snow tomorrow, but what about your weekend? Doesn't look all that bad. Mostly cloudy skies on Saturday, but look at the high, 57 degrees. Sunday, mostly cloudy skies and 50 degrees.